Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now I've got one or two frags to repot today. This one in particular, which is an Ainsworthy eye. You can see all the dead leaves on it. The old one coming up. And that growth needs removing from there. It just needs a general clean up. It's got plenty of new growth coming. You can see there, but it just needs a general clean up to give it more room to expand a little bit more. But before I start that, I'd like to show you a little beauty that I think I filmed about 2 weeks ago. Well, this is a little beauty I videoed in bud around about a couple of weeks ago. And I didn't know then because it was only a seedling sort of plant. You can tell it's not very big for a Phragmipedium. And I thought, well, should I cut the bud off and let the energy go into the plant, which I think I should have done. But I was so eager to see the bloom that I let it bloom. And very nice too, I think. I hope you like it as well. It's Phragmipedium Silver Rose. And it's a cross between Hannah Poppoi, St. Owen and Schlimmii. And you can tell it's got a lot of Schlimmii in it with its size. But that's very, very beautiful, I think. And to see a full plant like this with 3 or 4 blooms on would be delightful. And yeah, I'm taking this to a show tomorrow because I don't think anybody there will have seen one of these. And it won't win anything, but I'm just taking it for curiosity for people to have a look at. That's all. And we'll get back to this plant where I said I'm going to repot it. I'm not going to repot it. I'm going to clean it up. I daren't repot it for the sake of all these new growths. I think there's some around the back. I think there's 7 altogether. So the only thing I'm going to do is clean the plant up. Well, I'll start cleaning this up, and it'll be difficult to get to some of these leaves. Look, this leaf has to come off, but you've got to get it without damaging the others. So it could be a little bit tricky, but we'll just cut the top off and then probably try and halve. But I'll cut this one off first. I'll cut the full plant off of this because it's just dying off and it's an old growth. Not doing anything. All the leaves have gone brown, but I'll show you this way. This is the plant, and all the leaves, as you can tell, are no good. That's where it's flowered from before. You just see it's all rotten down there. Not rotten with disease, it's rotten with age. But I'll have to take this in bits and bats. I'll just snip it off. And then I'll have to go down with my scissors. Not easy, but it has to be done. Where are we? Right, see if I can cut it right down at the base. See if I will save a bit of time. But there's a growth next to it that I'm frightened of hurting it. So which way can I get in? No, can't get in that way. Well, I've got those bad leaves off now and you can see where it's come from. There we are. So I've just put a few drops of dragon's blood on there and it'll stop anything untoward happening. Here we are, that's where I've cut it from, and it'll give this one plenty of room now to come up because it's bending at the moment. We've pushed to one side with that old growth. So we'll just get some dragon's blood on there. There we are. And that should help there. And there's another little growth coming up by the side of it. You probably won't be able to see it, but it's just there. Another growth there. Another one here at the side here. And let's get rid of all these bad leaves. Not easy when you've got a big plant like this. So some bad leaves down here. It's there we are. Bit of a nightmare sometimes to clean up these, but they always look better because you've done it. And there's this leaf to come off down here now. There we are. Oh, another bad leaf here. This should just pull off, I think. Yep. That just pulls off there. Another leaf dying here. But I think we'll just cut it across there because it's still green at the bottom and it's giving a little bit of support to this other growth. Well, that's about all I'm doing to that one. They were all watered yesterday, so they don't need touching again. And this plant looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit more upright, and it's got 8 growths on it. And if I count the other little growths around the back, there's another 6 there. So I don't expect there to be 14 growths on it. Some will die off before they mature, but it's doing okay. Well, I've just split this plant up because it hasn't done a thing since I've had it a couple of years back. Hasn't even grown a new leaf at all. But it's quite a big plant, but it was hanging all over the place. So I split it into 2 plants, and they both got the good roots on. Not as big as normal for the, and not as thick as normal. These are quite slim, but this is the name of the plant. Kavakii cross, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. And as I said, I took it out of its pot because it wasn't doing much. Guess what I found in the pot? The biggest snail I've caught this year. And it's just waking up. It's fast asleep. You just see its feel is moving a little bit now. So this is going out. I'm going to throw it back in the woods. Well, this is one of the divisions, and it's a quite nice 3-growth plant there. So I'll get this potted up in half the size of the pot that they were in. So that should be good. And what I've done, I've put some polystyrene in the bottom. And then I've got a mixture of the only bark I've got at the moment, which is sort of a medium bark, and I've mixed it up with some perlite and some bits of tree fern. So I'm hoping that'll do the job. So I'll get this one potted up and then I'll do the next one. The same with the next one, which is that is a large two-growth, just a two-growth plant. So we'll do exactly the same with this. I haven't had to cut any dead roots off at all. This bark being dry, I'll have to give them good watering afterwards. And I need some more bark, I think. Yep, falling over. Alrighty, we'll get it right. This is the first time I've used any tree fern, and it's just the bits and pieces that you get for land reptiles and stuff like that. Oh, it's just come to me what this is. The proper name. It's one of Peru Flora's breeds, Sultambico. Sultambico, that's what it is. Yep, just remembered. But we've got rid of that slug, so things might start improving. Yeah, I think I've just enough bark here for doing both of them. You see what I mean with them? The plant's leaning all over the place. That one's leaning that way, that one's leaning that way. If I leave one straight up, it would look really odd. And actually it's a three growth plant, this, not two. So that's both of them done, so that's the end of the potting. Or repotting, should I say. Well, I was hoping this Brassidium would be open for the show. But no luck, but the buds are colouring up slightly. There's only 3 on, but that's going to have to wait another month until the March show before I can take that. And this is another one that hasn't opened yet. It's the 2 spikes on the what I call an odontoglossum hybrid. There's 3 buds on one and 4 buds on the other one. So that should be nice when it's in flower for next month. Well, here's a little experiment I was doing following Mix Masdevallius. It says to you grow, well, he was growing his own moss to decorate the plants. So he showed how he did it, so I tried it, and it's doing very well. They've probably been in here, what, 2.5, 3 months, something like that. And these containers were only cheap. I think they were about about £2 a piece, something like that, that's all. So I put some moss in. I'll show you the moss I put in. Here we are, that's the moss I started with it. So just take the tops off and have a look at these. And this is what it's like now. Growing lovely. One there. Another one there. Coming up nicely. And another one there. So they're all doing very well, so I'll have some nice moss there to decorate the plants for shows. But if you want to do this, click on to Mixed Masdevallias and go and find the video where he's growing this moss and he tells you how to do it. I won't tell you how to do it because I'm not going to pinch his ideas. So I'm very pleased with this. So I'll just take two for the show and just to put them on the table and fill the gaps up the best I can do. I mean, people will have plants much bigger than these, but it's just a matter of putting something on the table for people to look at. And I've taken advice that people have given me for this nobile, Dendrobium nobile. You know, it had 3 growths on it, and it looks like they're, I don't know whether they're splitting into buds or it's going to make a cakey, no idea. But that's what they're looking like. So I still won't water it till somebody says I should. Well, I'm back in the house now and I'm just soaking this Sesquipedale in some water to try and moisten the bark a bit, and it looks like it's picking up a little bit. I mean, I'm sure the growth has started, have grown a little bit since I did it. If it has, it's unusual, or I might be imagining things. Anyhow, we'll keep doing what I am doing with it, and it should be fine. Another thing that's pleasing me in here is this Masdevallia gutterexii, and it's a warm growing Masdevallia, and it's virtually doubled in size. So I'm pleased about that, and there's some beautiful root growth on it, but never flowered. Probably too young yet. But the thing that's really amazing me and the growth on it is this Dowiana. Beautiful, beautiful new roots on it, as you can see. And yet another new growth coming up there. So this looks like it's taking off nicely. Going to make a really fine plant, this one. Cattleya Dowiana. And I brought this into the house as well. It's a Masdevallia striatella. I believe this is a bit of a warm grower as well, so it should enjoy it in here. It's only been here for a couple of days. So I thought I'd bring it in and try it out, and I've planted this in some moss. So we'll see how that one goes on. Well, that's about all I've got for you in this video. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and if you haven't, just give me the thumbs down or the thumbs up, whichever. And until next time, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.